Alright, hello everyone. We are back with another packing video. Gonna jump right into it. Shipping this G.I. Joe vehicle right here. It is 100% complete. Candace has been putting up some really good Joe and Transformer listings. I'll do my little trick I like to do with these cutoffs. To reinforce boxes. I really like to do that for Funko Pops. You got the little accessory bag. Give that a little bubble too. Yeah, that's good like that. A little paper in there. This customer did express some concern. They're not concerned. There's a note on there about making sure to pack it well, or something to that effect. So, which you definitely want to do. But I'll prove to them I'm going a little bit extra here with that reinforcement. They ought to like that. That makes these boxes, like, it more than doubles the strength whenever you do that. All right, we sold one of these painted ponies, and I mean, this thing is, it's in its styrofoam and everything inside of that box, so nothing too much to do there. We'll do a little cursory wrap here. I can go the other way too. I mean, this thing is going to ride in, of course, in a little paper cocoon. Okay. Come up here. Figure out how tall to make this guy. Probably about like that. These have been, I would say, slow sellers. I'm not even 100% that we've sold one yet until now. I think we have like 5 or 6 of them listed. We got a good deal on them. I'm trying to remember what we paid for them. Like, $12 a piece, something like that. It's at a thrift store. I mean, they kind of knew what they were, for sure. A sticker. And this is the day before 4th of July. 4th of July Eve, is that a thing? But post office closed tomorrow. Still be packing tomorrow though. That's done. Sold a Walmart pen. Let's go ahead and make our little bubble ball. And put it in an envelope. Okay, we have Sadie and Gladdy dolls. See, I think this 12-10-4 should do it. Give it a shot. I think I'm gonna bag that thing. Have to compress it just slightly. I mean, it's not going to get squeezed that much. Yeah, it is. All right, let me get a different box. Okay, here's a bigger box. I didn't want to have to go to this box, but didn't have a choice. 12-10-4. We're just gonna. Could have dealt with compressing it in one, like on one end, but it was gonna compress both ends. That wasn't gonna work. Really need for this is one of those priority type longer garment boxes. That's what you need for this. Yeah, see, this will fit fine now. I'm gonna bag it. These. Bag has a hole in it. May not matter. Let's see. Maybe find a hole under that. There we go. Just squeeze a little bit. Not like it was gonna be. Bag up. Ten 8-6s and 12-12-12s all day. Seems like that's what we do here. Okay, that's done. All right, we're packing the Snowcat now. More G.I. Joe stuff. And I did check a 10-8-6 and it fit just barely. Need a little more room, so we're getting a little more room. Y'all seen this movie? Seems like I pack everything the same lately. Bubble wrap it. Paper base. Put item in. Paper around it. Paper on top. Close box. And repeat. I mean, that really does work for most things. See how heavy this is. Yeah, it's right at 2 pounds. That's where it's supposed to be. By the time I put the tape on, it'll probably be like exactly 2 pounds. Tape and label. No cat packed. All right, I thought this was a really nice little Bible. I love this little zipper. It's got the little ornament there. You got the zipper close. And we use an 864. Go ahead and bag it. When I do interior bagging with one of these, you know I'm serious. Packing some spark plugs. I weighed these out just now. Spark plugs are 0.56 pounds. And with the box, it still comes in under 12 ounces. So if it was close, then I could have did a cardboard wrap around them and then put that into a bubble mailer, but we were going to make 12 ounces no matter what. Let's double check it. Yeah. Okay, last thing for today, this puff iron. I'm using this bubble wrap here because my 2 rolls up there are extinguished. This is the last we have. We do have a Bubble Boy bubble wrap order, link down below. Should be getting delivered today, so we should be fine. In the event it doesn't get here, we do have a Sam's Club just down the road too. So Sam's is always a good fallback. Whenever we're out of bubbles and we don't have our, either don't have our Bubble Boy order or we don't have time to wait. Sam's Club is it's a little more expensive than Bubble Boy. But they do run a every now and then they'll run a sale. In general though, I like to get Bubble Boy because it's cheaper than Sam's. Quality is about the same in my opinion. And I'd much rather get it delivered than go pick it up. That's a huge deal, man, getting stuff sent to the door. Leaving to go do anything, I don't love. Now obviously we got to leave to go source, but other than that, this is a BOLO here. Chances of you seeing them one are not great, although we may have seen them a bunch of times in the past and just didn't know. All right, that's it. See y'all tomorrow. Thought we were done. We have a Macari order going out too. Go ahead and get this guy out. Look, Cloud Cat lot. Cloud Cats are a really perfect item for Macari. It's the kind of thing Macari is all about. They're cool. I guess some younger people like them, and they're fairly affordable. Like our average sale price on Macari is definitely much lower than our average sale price on eBay. All right, that's it. See y'all tomorrow. Here we go, another shipping day. Sold this awesome low pro bag. I think we paid like $10 for it a couple of months ago at a church sale. And it caught my eye because I could tell it was a vintage bag. It was an interesting shape, a moon shape. And the best part, it was like this really mint condition. To me, like older stuff like that, it's in perfect condition, really stands out. It's already in a bag. Just kind of put it in here. Look, perfect. Resizing thing. This will be an easy first pack here. Leave that in there. I'll cut the bag up. back in there. I'm going to weigh this. Let's see. Cutting flat matters. It doesn't. 1.94. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I'll keep 2 of these flaps. I do use this size flap in particular. I use a pretty good bit. All right, we sold some replacement rollers. That's something we've actually sold replacement rollers a good bit. Even on this little order, let's see. Nah, that's good. Sold some Lego dots. I'm assuming it'll fit in this length. Yeah. Fresh rolls of bubble wrap here. And we sold a little stand, little action figure stand. It's one thing when you deal with action figure stuff, you end up with a lot of little doohickeys and whatnots that you can list separately and make a little money on. Sold this little Craig digital to analog converter box thing. Used to find these little guys all the time, and then I found they could usually pick them up for like, this was like a couple of years ago and further back. Usually pick them up for like $5, sometimes less, and 9 times out of 10 they wouldn't even be used at all. And then they'd sell super fast for like 25-30 bucks. Those are I normally would see the RCA ones. I don't see brand new ones in the box very much at all anymore. But I still pick them up, and they always sell. There's a demand. one of those bread and butter kind of things. I'd never seen a Craig branded one before this. Alright, sold a, we have one more Monster High left after this. And it's all over. Here's how I pack these. About one hand. How did that end up coming out? Yeah, fine. Just fine. Let me see how much it's gonna weigh. I try and get these to 12 ounces. .74. So by the time I add a little tape, and a thank you card and a sticker, it'd probably be a little over, but we could stop that from happening just like that. We'll do a final weight check when we get done. Same thing over here. Don't really add anything else to these usually. Let's see. Just bouncing a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I'd probably put a piece of paper in there. Just enough to stop the bouncing. That's the only kind of ugly thing when you do this kind of resize. You end up with that gap right there. Doesn't really matter though. Oh, and you also end up with this. Okay, we have this cool 304th Signal Battalion Kempo Korea cup going out. And cool thing is the address tells me it's going to a retired colonel, and it's also going to an Army post office. So, retired colonel that's still on an overseas base or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing my internal strengthening thing here on this one. It's not like super fragile or anything, but I also don't want it to get bent. go a little extra on this because I thought maybe I could get under a pound. So now that extra, it's not under a pound. It's like 1 pound, 2 ounces or something. So I'm gonna go all in. I want to make sure this makes it. We're gonna be paying over a pound shipping, then we might as well get our money's worth from it. This Colonel is gonna be wondering why this got packed like this. That's all right. His mug will get there. Perfect condition. So now I just gotta hope I didn't go over 2 pounds, huh? Let's see. Where are we at? Nope. All right. All right, packing the snake staff. And it's gonna go, 4 ounces whether I use a box or not. I think I'll try and guess the weight. Let's see if I can get it. Ooh, that's pretty light. I'm gonna say 0.1. I want to say 0.18, but I'm gonna go 0.17. Come on, baby. No, not even close. 0.14. 0.25 is 4 ounces, by the way. Boy Scout patch. Going in one of these mailers. Okay, we got these books at an estate sale, last day of an estate sale, for $4. And I did a quick measurement, and I think lining them up just like that should work. Yeah, that'll work. 12-10-4. These paperback lots aren't, it's not huge money, but I feel like it's worthwhile. And I kind of enjoy doing this too. I like that. I like finding value and stuff like this that other people don't see. And then what it also does is it gives these items a new life also, which I think is cool. Just a win all the way around. And the people at the garage sale got to get rid of the estate sale. Those books were just going to go to Goodwill or something. So this is a better thing. Okay, that's a good fit. All right. Most times, if you can find a bunch of paperbacks in the same series or whatever for real cheap, usually you can do something like that with it. Sold some shed flip stickers and a magnet. This one's a magnet here. And these are actually the ones from the picture on eBay. We got those die cuts, and we got the die cuts and the magnets a couple of years ago. and we were gonna sell them, or we had them up on our own little big cartel store where we used to sell box knives. That's done. Last thing is a transformer sold on Macari. But yeah, we like these stickers right here. These are cheap. I want to say these are less than 3 cents a piece. I think I figured it out one time, and it like to send the thank you business card with the sticker like this, it's less than 5 cents. But the die cut stickers and the magnets are a pretty good bit more than that. So we had this idea to sell those together on our own website, because at that time eBay did not have eBay standard envelope for stickers. So we just put them on our own little website thing, and you know, we sold some, not a lot. Gave up on it. We've had these sticker, no, not, well, they aren't right here, but these die cuts and magnets got pretty good bit many more too. I had them kicking around. I throw them in packages every now and then, usually not. So today I was kind of looking at them like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and throw them up on eBay. If somebody wants some, here they are. And yeah, sold one. That's cool. Also, the other part of that plan is to increase volume to get back top rated faster, because we're at .63 defect rate right now, and we need to get to .50. We have what do we have? We have 16 more days. I think we can get there, but I thought that would help. All right, good morning. It is Friday, last day of this video, and we're starting with a bunch of eBay standard envelope stuff, which is kind of cool. Okay, this is going to Larry. So what I'm going to do, since these all look the same, I'm just going to write their first name on the envelope. Where I'm going to put the postage. So we got 2 of these Boy Scout patches. And then that was Eric. And we also have 2 of these magnet and sticker lots. With a magnet, a big die cut sticker. We paid a lot of money for those. And then we didn't pay much money for those. We paid like 2 cents for those. Put all that in. And when I say a lot of money on the other ones, I don't even remember how much we spent on those. The die cuts, I have to go back and look. All right, this is Matthew. Okay. All right, and then this is going to be Barbara. I'll make real sure I don't mix this up. That's the kind of mistake that's the kind of mistake that I make a lot, or have made a lot in the past. Try not to bend any of those up. Okay. Standard envelopes are out of the way. Just let me go print all the postage. All We sold this Westworld figure. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. No shot. This has been listed a pretty good while. I actually had to take one of our little makeup brushes and dust it off. And it was all the way at the back of the shelf when I pulled the order. I love selling stuff like that because this thing's probably been listed a couple years. I feel fortunate to be able to sell it at all. Okay, we sold these FEMA books, which is kind of awesome. I wasn't sure these would, you know what, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use actual poly bags. This is one of those listings when I put it up. I was not sure that these would ever sell, and they may not have. I think we got extremely lucky with this order because they're going to a prop department. I'm not going to say for who, but it's a popular streaming service. That'll narrow it down for y'all a little bit. Actually, might message them and ask them if they can tell us what show it's going to be on. Every other time we've sold stuff to prop houses before, and typically they seem like they're, unless it's something that hadn't been announced, which could be the case too. I mean, they're not going to tell you that. Yeah, without a prop house buying these, might have been a really difficult sale. They might have bailed us out of this. Pretty good money too. We paid $5 for that stack. We actually got those from a viewer's garage sale. I think I'm going to do them on end. They'll fit best like that, but then I'll do a little paper. I'm not too worried about, I mean, they're going media. They didn't, that's one thing that's different. A lot, usually like prop orders we've had before, they need it yesterday. But this one, I guess not, because they didn't change it from media mail. We've sold, let's see, I'm trying to remember what we've sold. Sold a telephone for the show Astronaut Wives Club. And I tried watching the show. I watched like the first episode. didn't see the phone and I gave up. And then I don't remember what. A lot of stuff probably gets sold as props, we don't even know it. I don't remember what the show was, but I do remember another order we had for yearbooks. They bought 2 yearbooks, and then but they wanted them, and I've seen this before a couple of times. They wanted them overnighted. And so the prop master in this case was like, hey, can we get those overnighted to us? Our second day, I can't remember what it was. We'll give you the label. Will you do that? And I was like, sure. And so they made the label up themselves, using me as the sender, and they sent me the label. I printed it up, I used it, and apparently everything was fine. Done that a few times in the past. I don't love doing it, but if everything else seems legit and I don't get any like a bad vibe or anything, I don't mind doing it. The story checks out. Actually, early on, this is when I was still working, sold a big robot, like educational, industrial type, but educational robot. It's called a Scorebot, S-C-O-R-B-O-T, and I'll show you a picture of it. It's pretty big. Like, I want to say it's about, well, it's about like that tall or something. Actually, maybe taller. All set up about that tall. Sold it for like $600 or $700. I don't remember. And I wasn't too savvy at that point. Let me get this labeled. And we got this book 2 weeks ago, I think. Nice little find. Got this and some hunting books, same place. I think we paid $2.50 for this book. But yeah, back to that Scorebot. I was not too savvy at the time, or this sale might have never happened. But Scorebot got bought, and then before they paid for it, they messaged me. They said, hey, look, we're at a university in India. Would you be willing to use our shipping label, DHL label? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. $700 item going to India, and I didn't even pause to think this might not be good. So they sent me the label. They asked me what day and time I wanted DHL to pick it up. I'd never shipped with DHL before or since. But they asked me when I wanted DHL to pick it up. I let them know. And DHL, I got it packed up. DHL showed up to pick up the package. And yeah, never had there wasn't a problem. It's all good. How lucky is that? That should be a scam situation, probably 90 times out of 100. That exact scenario wouldn't end well, but somehow it was fine. I mean, it did help that I could see their shipping address was a university. I mean, that played a role. But I wasn't too savvy then. I didn't understand all of the dangers. I still probably don't, but I don't know. I don't think we probably wouldn't do that with a $700 item now. Okay, that's done. Did sell a couple of G.I. Joe vehicles. This is a water moccasin. That actually already wrapped really well. So this is a basic, be a really easy pack. Just gonna use a 12-12-12 and float that thing in the middle with paper. That's simple. Probably put it in diagonal for the most space. Yep. And definitely going to give it a nice amount of paper. We never want anything to get broken, of course, but especially when it comes to this vintage stuff. There's only so much of this stuff still out there, especially in this condition. All right, let me make sure my flaps go all the way over. I'm going to go ahead and take two. A little bottom strengthening. That'll give us double wall across the whole bottom. Looks like I'm getting down to the end of that roll. Kind of surprising to me how long those rolls last. They last a long time. Got another one ready to go, which means also should probably go ahead and order a couple from Zorro. Figure out what boxes I want to order, just to get the order up to 50 bucks, because 2 of these rolls aren't going to do it. 2 of those rolls come up to like 38. And you know what I might do? I might see what they have as far as like craft paper goes on rolls. Might get 2 of these and then also order a craft roll, a little thicker paper, and see how we like that. Oh yeah. No movement. Now, those situations where we're floating something that's heavier, a little heavier paper would be nice. I'm going to see if I can find some at Zorro. All right, sold a couple of cookbooks on Macari. There's Polyberg. I wonder how many cookbooks we've sold since we got, because like what was it, Candace, like 2 years ago? We had a discussion. We were like, you know what? We need to really get into this cookbook niche. Yeah. And ever since then, we've sold a ton of cookbooks. Like, it's been a nice little addition to the business. Because Every estate sale has cookbooks, and a lot of garage sales have, like, they're plentiful. They're out there a lot. Now, most of them aren't worth fooling with, but a lot of them are. And even in estate sales, depending on the company, you can still get them very affordable. And in garage sales, you get them really affordably. Estate sales have grown savvy, of course, as they should. I mean, they should be knowledgeable of their items. You have to be able to run an estate sale company successfully. You've got to have a lot of knowledge, ton of knowledge. Can't look every single thing up, or I mean you can, but it's going to take you a month to get the house ready to sell. So being able to quickly go through and price, that's a good skill to have. Last pack of the day. This is a Big Daddy, a Moray, I think it's called. I'm going to go ahead and put more bubbles. I believe when Candace did this pre-wrap, or this wrap, I don't think we had a ton of bubbles. We had enough, but I don't think we had a ton left, and we had an order out on bubbles waiting for them to get here, so she didn't use quite as many as normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on here. Because this is a really nice, expensive piece. And the plan to pack this is got a couple of 16-12-10s that we're going to slide together. And I think that'll work really well. Just need to see about the height, because I have a feeling, look all these parts, these were in another little box, and I'm probably going to put them into, they were in a taller box that I didn't want to pack with, and probably going to put them in another box and kind of size the box down or whatever. But this is what we're going to go with, some 16-12-10s. And what I'm going to do for starters, I'm just going to cut the end off. And then we're going to see how tall we want to make the box. I mean, it might be that, very possible, I feel like we just need to go ahead and use the whole thing, but we'll see. Take a look at the sizing of this, see what we're thinking about. No, it's going to go just like that. It's going to go just like this. So we're going to make this one and then one more, which will be nice because across the what I would say is probably the most vulnerable part is on a pack this long is going to be the sides. So we will have double wall across most of the sides. We also have those big flaps. That whole side we just cut out. That we're going to put back into the pack somehow. Might put it on the bottom. Not sure yet. Let's do this. Take a look. See what we think. This is the idea here. See how long we want it to be. Should be a little longer than that. Okay. I think this is good right here. That's where I want it to be. And we're just going to float this guy in there. And let me take a look at these flaps. Okay, yeah, this will be good. Just like this. We're going to put these back into the bottom. That'll provide a lot of strength down there. And then we're going to just fill this thing up with paper. Something else I want to do. I want to make sure. I'm going to do this like a little temporary thing because I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally slide the box more closed so that it doesn't fit the boat anymore by the time we get all the paper in it and stuff. So I'm just going to do that, just kind of hold it down. There we go. All right, let's get to it. I did get my fresh roll of paper ready because I knew we were going to use the rest of this roll. I don't even look at this as being a very difficult pack. This is big. But it's very straightforward. A little more here. Okay. It's just a Frankenbox with a oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. Really good. Just a Frankenbox with a bunch of paper packed in. Okay. Is that going to get me where I want to go now? Come on, thing. Making this look a lot harder than it probably is. Kind of a pain though. Alright. There. Okay. Width-wise, this box is a really good size too. Plenty of room on the sides. Plenty of room. I mean, all around it's just perfect. There we go. So I have these. Put this in last so they can see it. I have these parts over here. Let's see. I'm gonna get. I might even use 2 of these. I'm not sure yet. but I'm not going to use it at full height. Thinking, let's see, something like this. Alright, I don't even know if I can I get all these parts in there? Let's see. It's the biggest one here. Look, it's got this piece here. So yeah, this stuff is pretty delicate. Okay. Oh yeah, this stuff fits fine in here though. Plenty of room. Okay. I think I got everything. Yeah, everything's in here. Yeah, that box is good and strong too. Okay. It's pretty flat profile right there on that part of the boat. That's a really good place to put it. Okay. Fill this thing up. And once we get, we're there now. Once we get all that in, we're going to come back on top with that other big piece we cut off earlier. There we go, and then we're going to tape the ever-loving you-know-what out of it. Hold it real tight for this middle seam right here. Let's go ahead and get that done first. Good on this side. Good here. Put a piece of tape here. Larger packs, I like hitting that seam, the factory seam even. What else we got right here. Okay. Zero movement and a good way to finish off this video. Thanks a bunch for watching, and I will see y'all again soon in the next one. Bye, y'all.